Another nice morning, a little bit overcast, but yeah, dry. So, gonna get some coffee on, a bit of breakfast, get packed up, ready to move on. Thinking of going up towards Malig this morning, and then pop over to the Isle of Skye, which will be quite nice. Muesli and blueberries this morning. Nothing like good fresh coffee in the morning. Okay, so I'm just about ready to move on, all packed up, ready to go. It's actually turned out quite a nice morning. If I look across behind me, you can see there's one of the locks. Perhaps you can just see it's not picking up very well on the camera, but yeah, it's been a great spot this for the last couple of days. Yeah, as I said earlier on, I'm going to try and make my way up towards Malig, and then from Malig, I'll be heading to the very north and west, hopefully to go up to Cape Wrath. Need to get a few supplies and get topped up with water today as well, but see how things go. So I'm back on the road again. As I said before, it's a great stop, that last one. There were 2 or 3 other campers at the bottom of the trail. Now whether they didn't know to go further along and find a good place, I'm not sure. But anyway, so as I said, I'm on the road now, and I'm on the A87. I'm going to be making my way towards Malig. But it's turned out to be an absolutely glorious morning. Really, really nice, lovely sunshine, lots of blue sky, and yeah, it promises to be a great day. Okay, so in the end I decided to take the bridge across to Skye instead of the ferry. And there we are, just arrived on the Isle of Skye. This was last night's park up. As you can see, some amazing views from the van this morning. Lovely and sunny again, which is good. I'm just walking up now to an ancient Iron Age round sort of tower of some description. Once I get to the top, I'll see more. Dun Beag is one of the best preserved brooches in Skye, and it's a really good example of a brooch tower. It's perched on a rocky hilltop that displays a number of defensive features. The entrance is a narrow passage, and door checks show that it was once closed by a timber door. Going inside, there are very few breaks in the strong, dry stone walls. One opening at ground level ends to a small chamber, possibly a guardroom of some description. Scotland's brooches were built in the Iron Age, and they first emerged around 2,300 years ago. Another leads to a narrow stone stair, of which there are 20 steps which still survive, with another possible guard cell at the entrance. It's not known how tall the brooch was, but judging by others that have been looked at, it's fair to assume it could have been as much as 10 metres tall. So after a stunning morning with lots of sunshine, the weather really changed for the afternoon and the rains came. As you can see, it's absolutely throwing it down outside, and it's been doing that for quite some time now. So yeah, not the best of days weather-wise, but then we are in Scotland. So if I look out the side window, you can see it's just really grey and miserable. But at least we ended up with a really nice sunset. So good morning once again from a wet and overcast, dreary Scottish morning. I don't suppose my luck's really that in. It's been really quite chilly. Today maximum 16, minimum down to about 9. There's lots of rain overnight, and it's been raining quite a bit this morning. It's just eased off a little bit now. There we go. Right, it seems to be getting more and more overcast, the low cloud. Such a shame, because the scenery would be absolutely fantastic if you could see properly, but the cloud is really, really low over the mountains now. Definitely an idyllic place to live. So I had another good night's sleep here last night. This is a park up area on the side of Lake Corran. Been a really good stop again. Unfortunately it rained during the night, which is one of those things. It's dry now, and so it's probably time to move on. So I'm going to make my way along the side of Lake Corran to the far side, where I'm hoping to pick up some water. Need some water. And then from there I'm going to make my way slowly north. So later in the afternoon I found a wild spot to park up with, and having parked up I was joined by some deer, which was really a beautiful thing. So I've just stopped in Gerlock for a bit of lunch. I noticed the walk, the Arboretum, I think it's pronounced, walk, and so I've decided to do that. It's only a short walk, about 3 kilometres I think round trip, but yeah, give me an appetite for lunch anyway. Apparently these huge leaves are Chilean rhubarb, which I've never heard of before, but the leaves are actually ginormous. Yeah, Chilean rhubarb. So I'm waking up to another morning after a night of heavy rain. Not having much luck with the weather on this trip. We'll have a look around. You look behind me, you can see the cloud is really low over the mountains, and there is a bit of brightness in the distance, but I don't think it's going to be much better during the day. It's been like this for a few days, and yeah, I've not been too lucky, as I said, with the weather. But having said that, you know, when you can wake up into beautiful scenery like I've got, it doesn't really dampen the experience. Yeah, it's just amazing to wake up in, you know, this beautiful scenery, irrespective of the weather. Okay, you might not be able to get out and go for good hikes in the mountains without getting soaked, but yeah, it's still a great place to wake up to. So I'm not too far away from Ullapool. I managed to find a decent park up last night. I'm on my own. There's one little tiny space. The road's quite busy during the day, going to the local little villages, but last night it was absolutely quiet from about 9 o'clock onwards until probably 8 o'clock this morning. I didn't hear a car, so that was really good. So I'm going to make my way a little bit further down towards the coast. Keeping my fingers crossed, I suppose, that the weather improves. Not that I think it will. In fact, I looked at the weather forecast last night, and apparently for the next week it predicts rain most days. So yeah, one of those things. It is what it is. We have to live with it, and we have to get on with it. So, you know, we won't moan. We'll live with it and get on with it and enjoy ourselves. So that's what we're going to do. So as I said, I'm on my way to Ullapool, and keeping my fingers crossed that weather improves. But irrespective, I'm looking forward to getting a little bit further north and west, and see if I can find some more great park up. So join me next time, and thanks for watching. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you've enjoyed the video. See you next time.